Tonight, from London, England, it's the NFC Championship game. As we'll see Dwayne Haskins and the London Black Knights taking on Justin Fields and the Houston Voyagers.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Houston Voyagers and the London Black Knights. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's...
For the right to head down to New Orleans for Super Bowl 58, it's NFC Championship time. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win. I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Fields. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's complete to Gallman. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that is caught. It's Winslow. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Fields. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Cameron Jordan in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in 2019 from Ohio State. It's Dwayne Haskins.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership. That's what he's trying to accomplish.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Toss left to Elliott. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Haskins to throw. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. For a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he had to be pleased at the start of the last drive. The offense was moving, but certainly not pleased at the end result, an interception.
And every team we ever talk to at some point in the conversation, the coach, player, someone talks about, we've got to finish. We've got to finish off drives, finish off the game. There's an example there of not finishing, doing everything right, but not getting the result that you need.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 1st down, Fields. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Out of the gun, Fields. He's got Perriman. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. Now Fields. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Second down and goal. Fields nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So a very good start, but don't go get those Super Bowl T-shirts left. Still the early going here.
I wonder if they're even printing them at this stage of the game, right? Do you wait a little longer before you say which one you're going to do? Good advice, Brandon. Make sure you know there's a lot of game left, but a good start.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Christian Barmore busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Another try after the first down sack. Fields, and he'll be corralled right around the 34.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Play action. It's Fields. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Fields throwing again. Open man, Gronkowski complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now it's Fields. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From midfield now, Haskins. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now it's Haskins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Haskins. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A give to Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, rolling the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
2nd and 10, Fields again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Fields. Wide open, Gronkowski. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fields. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Myles Garrett, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And they'll send out their punter now. Will Fuller back deep to return. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
2nd and 8, but not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. He's got Fuller. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's got this down to the 35. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Haskins. It's complete to Fuller. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Haskins on 3rd down. He'll get this to Elliott. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, it's Haskins. He targets Ingram for another grab.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. 3rd and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game. Now Haskins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's action. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. And they rattle off off a big one.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The give is to Elliott, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Second and 11 now. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Haskins back to the air. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Looking to throw, Haskins. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Elliott. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And it's caught. Touchdown. D.D. Westbrook there to make the grab. And the Black Knights continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The give is to Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Again, it's Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
10th carry now for Elliott. And some room to run now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 41, Haskins. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the option, here's Elliott. Oh, Zeke with a quick feed, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 46 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Black Knights are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Fields. Gets it to Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On play action, Fields. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Check.
On the delay, Jones. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Fields. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Rashad Perriman there to make the grab. And the Voyagers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Point after try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 19-point game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On 1st down, Hobbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
2 times.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hobbs, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. On third down, Elliott. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now a first down throw. Fields over the middle. That's taken in by Gronkowski. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So a little breathing room now. First and 10 at the 17. Now Fields. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. A gain of 6 there on first.
4 yards remain for second down.
A shotgun snap. Fields looking middle. It's caught by Gronkowski.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Again, Fields. A check down here to Jones. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On first down, Fields. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. They'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now on second and 13, Fields. Flush to his right. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Now it's Fields. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Back to throw. Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Go, go, go. Tiny's Ringo, Tiny's on Ringo, Tiny's on Ringo. Hey, 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 we got 3 down, 3 down.
They'll run on first down. Elliott, and he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Face mask, defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty's not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.